no, I can't.
How's it going today? So today is not going to be a break or anything. I'm just show some of the better cards I've pulled that I still own. I have sold some off throughout the year. But I saw I always watch Pac-Man Breaks on YouTube, and he kind of gave me the idea to show his top 10 pulls. I'm going to show more than that, just because I have a lot of cards that I really like that I've gotten this year. But like I said, there's going to be a lot that were really nice, but I do not have them anymore. So obviously I can't show you those, but I'm going to start off just by showing some may not be the most expensive, but it's just, little stories behind the cards and just cool things. So I'm going to start off with this one, which I have in a previous video showing my PSA breaks. But the Genesis set. So when I got this, I didn't really understand Mosaic. I kind of got back into the hobby back in June. So I had pulled this card and just thought it was just some normal, insert. Didn't really understand everything at that time. Went back through my cards and found this, sent it in and got a 10. So I was really happy. Like I said, not the most expensive card, but just a really cool card to have and obtain. Another card I pulled that probably won't, he's the number one draft pick, but it's from a set that won't hold its value, but was able to pull this Anthony Edwards rookie Prism this year. So, it's a card that I see. It sells decent, but I know at some point in time when the pro jerseys come out, it's going to drop in value, but I figured I'd hold on to it. It's numbered to 149. So really happy to get that one. Another one I got here that I just thought was a really cool card. Don't know how much value it's going to hold in the long run, but I just think it's super cool, was this Wander Franco auto patch printing plate 101 I got out of Immaculate this year. Just a super clean card. Really love it. Just was really happy to get that. One card that Panini actually got back to me on time, or in a decent amount of time. One card I pulled recently, like a lot of these cards, obviously I've only been doing videos for about maybe a month now, month and a half, but I was buying cards back in June. That's when I started the hobby again. I used to collect years ago, had to get out, became an adult, started a family, could not afford everything like I used to, but got back into it this year. So here's another card that I pulled recently, was the 101 Dustin May out of Flawless printing patch auto. Really clean card also, just love it. Really happy to have that one. And then this was another one. I didn't have a video for it, but this has been my first gold vinyl. Was a double Nike swoosh Laviska Shenault rookie, rising rookie from Spectra. Just freaking beautiful card. I was really happy when I pulled this because it's my first one that I've pulled gold like this. So really, really happy for that one. This one I pulled out of a non-licensed item. I really liked the product. I had a lot of cards from it, but this was one of them. Was this Kevin Garnett patch auto. The auto, I'm not really happy how it's off the sticker a little bit, but you got the all from, I'm sure, All-Star 3 of 7. Just really clean card. Love it. I had another KG auto, but I had sold it off, so I kept that one. I also pulled this. I know it's not as expensive as some of his other autos, but I pulled this Mariano Rivera auto out of Topps Black. Real happy to have this one. I'm not a Yankee fan. I'm a Red Sox fan, but I respect, he was probably one of the best closers ever, so can't argue with stats and what he did for the Yankees. So next card was I also pulled out of that Leaf Superlative. I was kind of curious of what they would give you, but this was out of the cut signatures, and I ended up getting the George Mikan 101 cut sig. Really happy to have this. Back when I kind of got into cards, I remember George Mikan was always a name. He was like one of the original guys that played, and just to actually have this auto, really happy to have it. It's always going to stay in my collection. Let's see. This next card, it's not a really expensive card, but it's the only memorabilia or auto I have of him. But I got this out of Nor, the Zion Williamson RJ Barrett double. But it's the only like patch anything I have of Zion other than his regular rookie cards. So I was just showing this more because I like the card. It's the only one I have of it. So one of my favorite cards of him, just because, like I said, it's the only one I have of that. Here's another card I pulled recently. With the way they're playing right now, the Hawks, it's just awesome. But a DeAndre Hunter team logo. You got the A, part of the L right there. Numbered to 50. So it's really clean card. Really happy to have it. I even have an RJ Barrett one somewhere. But I pulled that just because of how hot the Hawks have been. This is another one I got out of 1-in-1. I pulled this Bill Russell auto to 25. I even pulled a Trae Young, which I recently sold. So I did have a video. It was one of my first videos, I think, of me pulling this card. So very happy to have a Bill Russell throughout all the years of collecting. Never had it. Here's a card I got back before I started opening. I bought a full case of Stadium Club, and I had this card in it, which is the 5/10 dual auto of Chipper Jones and Ronald Acuna Jr. It's an awesome card to have both their autos. I tried to sell it at one point when I first got it. Didn't sell, so I just determined I'm just going to hold on to it, keep it in my collection for a while and see what happens. Another card I pulled, I bought a full case of Topps Gold. I always heard about these cards, but never had one. But it's the gold piece relic, Juan Soto, 8/10. Same thing. I tried to put this on right away. It did not sell. So when stuff doesn't sell, I just figure, you know what? I'm just going to hold on to it. Maybe someday I'll change my mind. But right now, definitely a card that's going to stay in my collection. One of the first big expensive boxes I bought was a Definitive. And I'm a huge Red Sox fan, so I pulled this card out of it, the 1/1 Wade Boggs auto. Super pumped when I got this card. This card is never going to get sold. It's going to stay in my collection. I love the Red Sox. I love Wade Boggs. Hate that he left the team, but, stuff happens in sports. So then here's two cards I got. This set I've had a lot of luck out of, and there'll be some more that I'll show later. But the first card, it's not a really expensive card, but it's just a beautiful auto patch of Yordan Alvarez, 3/5 from Topps Dynasty. Really happy to pull this one. Hoping next year, when he comes back, he's going to just tear it up, get back from his knee surgery and all that. Next card, same set, Rookie of the Year, Kyle Lewis, 1/5 auto patch. Really love this card. I love the material on here. It's not a normal jersey patch. It's like a tag or something with a leather kind of look, but it's just super cool. I love this card too. It's going to stay in my personal collection. So potential Rookie of the Year until he got hurt, and a couple cards I got of his. Here's a Joe Burrow Origins rookie auto. Gonna check this one out, see the condition of me, send it in and get it graded. But I've sold a couple other autos I've had of his, so I'm gonna keep this one. And then sticking with the same player, I got the Elements Cobalt Joe Burrow auto. This one is number 227, 20 out of 27. I tried to sell it at one point in time. It was one of my first autos I had of his, but couldn't get anything for it, so I just decided to hold on to it. I would like to send these in and get them graded, but when you look at the cards, they scratch real easy, so I don't think you'd get a very decent grade. Sticking with the current quarterbacks, I pulled this out of a case of the collegiate football, Tua Tagovailoa, 5/10 patch auto. I'm trying to sell this one just because I have some other auto patches of his, and I know college doesn't always hold its value. I probably won't get what I'd like for it, so it may be a card. If it don't sell ever, then I just hold on to it for the duration, see what goes. And then next player here, actually we'll go to this guy. So I know he hasn't played yet in the majors, but these are a few cards I have of his. I have a 2020 Bowman Sterling Jason Dominguez auto to 10, PSA 10. Really got hopeful things. I know there's a lot of hype for a kid who's never played in the bigs, but, you know, I'm going to hold on to this one. I did try to sell it right away to not get anything, and decided that, you know, I was hold on to it, see what he ever does. Hopefully he does something and becomes a really good pro, and, you know, it can go up in value. Here's another card. I really love the Baseball Immaculate this year, but I pulled this Jason Dominguez cleat card with the Nike spelled across, 3 of 6. Another card I tried to sell, just could never get what I wanted for it. And I know sometimes I reach for the moon, but, you know, it's what I think it's worth. And if no one's willing to pay it, it's not worth it to them. And for me, it's not a big deal. I'll just hold on to it and see what happens with him down the road. And still another card. Sticking with the same player, the Martian, I bought a full case of Goodwin. And the very last pack, I pulled this. The exquisite rookie autograph of Jason Dominguez to 99. Now, I know it's Goodwin, so sometimes these don't hold the same value as the old exquisites that were a ton of money for a box. But still a very good card in my opinion. I know a lot of the ones I seen 99 have the Nike swoosh in it, which this one did, but still a very clean card, and very happy to hold on to that one. Now, here's a couple cards I got recently. Actually, I'll do these ones first. These are a couple Justin Herberts I got. This is out of Chronicles. I know it's college, but it's the XR Chronicles out of 10 gold. Really happy to have this one too. I've sold an auto patch out of this set. I recently sold a PSA 10 Optic Black auto to 7. I sold that online. So, you know, he's got so many years still ahead of him, and he's been playing really good. And the reason I was able to sell some of those other ones is I tried to sell this one originally, couldn't get anything for it, and decided that this is the one I'm going to hold on to. The Spectra RPA pink, but 4 color patch auto, and number 225, 4 of 25. So really happy to have this one too. Now, this one is out of Immaculate, but I really love the old school baseball players. Never really got a lot of their stuff back when I used to collect. So recently I was able to pull a dual bat relic of Joe Jackson to 10. So really, really pumped to get that one. So it's going to stay in my collection, all these old school players. Then I was just recently in one of my last videos of Flawless Baseball, I pulled this, the Joe Cronin bat knob 101. I haven't seen a ton of them online, but something I would never sell. It's going to stay in my collection forever, pass it down to my kids one day. And then out of the same set, I pulled on another, I bought 2 boxes of Flawless, and this is the other one I pulled out of the other box, which was a dual relic, you know, Babe Ruth to 7. Another card that I'm never going to get rid of. Hold on to that one. I know it's not a ton of money on some of these, and some of the cards that people talk about, they want to be their most expensive. So I got a few more. So this card, the story behind this card, I think I've mentioned it before. The card was sitting in my local LCS forever. Could never get it. I could have got it, but I just never wanted to. One day I just said screw it and bought it. And the very last pack, and it always works that way, it's the last pack, I pulled this card. Not as happy with the grade, but not disappointed. I mean, it's a limited card, and I did try to sell it. I was asking the moon. Didn't get any buyers, but no big deal. I'm not going to worry about it. I'll just hold on to it. Maybe put it on later on the season or something and see what I get. I've had offers, but nothing I wanted. Now finishing up with a couple of my higher end cards that I got. This one may not be quite as high, but John Morant Auto 101 printing plate from this year's Prism Collegiate. You know, I I tried to sell this one at one point in time because at one point I had 4 Ja Morant autos. I ended up selling his Court Kings to 99, and I had Illusions, the auto patch, and I sold that one. So this one I've decided now that I'm just going to hold on since it's a 101. I know it's in his college uni, but this kid is just so awesome, and the future's so bright, you know, and when he gets back from his knee surgery, or not his knee surgery, his ankle sprain, I mean, he's going to help that team just go to the moon, I believe, in the next couple years. This next card, I really love, and I will never sell it. I actually pulled another version from this set that's not auto, not patched, but it was just his regular card. I can't remember the type it was, but it was numbered to 25, and it was 99. It was number 12, so it was his jersey number. I ended up selling that online for quite a bit of money, but I'm going to hold on to this one, which is the Meta Spectra Ja Morant to 25 auto patch. I just absolutely love this card. Never try to put it online. We'll never sell it. This one's going to stay in my collection forever. So I guess I say forever, but you never know what could happen. So the next card, I used to have one of his autographs back when I used to collect, and I sold it way too early, which I did with a lot of stuff. But I recently picked this up. Obviously, the break's not online because I pulled this before I started doing videos, but I pulled the Tom Brady Spectra auto to 4. Was really stoked when I pulled this. I put it online. Like I said, another thing I'm asking for the moon. Probably will never get it. But if I don't ever sell it, I don't care. Sometimes I like to see what I could get for a card like this. Maybe put it back in the hobby, you know, kind of help with some of the stuff I bought. But for now, it's online, but I'm sure I won't sell it, and I'll just end up holding on to it. Now, the last 3 cards, 2 of them you have not seen pulled. One has, start off with the one that has been pulled on here. Pulled this about a week ago. Topps Dynasty Aaron Judge 101 ball card from the London series. Was so happy to pull this card. I mean, it's just absolutely beautiful. Same thing, put this online, just shooting for the moon. And the reason why is I already have an autograph. I actually have 2 autographs of Aaron Judge. And if I have another autograph, no reason for me to keep all of them. I'm not an Aaron Judge fan, so to speak. So, like I said, I'm a Red Sox fan, so don't really care. But the next card is why I'm okay with selling that one. And that was the Mike Trout, Aaron Judge dual patch. Autos, and 2 out of 5. I've had 3 Mike Trouts this year, autographs. I've sold one to a friend of mine. It was the Topps Triple Threads to 9. It was the gold to 9 with the auto and the relics. But I just absolutely love this card. I did try to sell it and decided that I'll probably just hold on to this one too. Keep that one in my collection forever. And this one I've never posted, and I never will. This goes back to the first box, or one of the first really expensive boxes I bought at my local card shop. And that was definitive. And I pulled the Griffey Mike Trout dual auto to 5. I had an autograph of King Griffey's before. It was a cut card, cut signature 101, but I sold it because it wasn't a high-end type card. Kind of needed the money back then, so I ended up getting rid of it. But this card will stay in my collection also forever. I don't ever have any intentions on selling this stuff. So that does it. This is kind of what I've been, these are just some of my better cards I pulled. In my opinion, like I said, it's not necessarily value, but some of my favorite cards. I do have more that I have not put in this video. But I've had a ton of beautiful pulls this year, stuff staying in my personal collection, autographs, whatever. But I appreciate you all watching the video and taking the time. If you could subscribe and like, I would really appreciate that. And thank you all. Have a happy new year. And talk to you later. Thank you.